Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode by The Marriage Man. Today we're going to be continuing our series on surviving an infidelity or an unfaithfulness. I thought I wanted to kind of switch things up today on this episode because the last couple of videos have been they've been hard. I mean, good advice, but probably hard. And so today I wanted to kind of talk about something a little different, and it's the good that can come out of this, because if you're going through this right now, there's good odds that it's just hard and you're having a hard time feeling hopeful, feeling like things get any better, but they do. And I've seen it countless times. You know, you have to work for it. I don't want to say that, hey, this is just a given and this always happens, but I want to tell you, when couples work through this, what can happen? Well, first off, what I typically notice, and this happens more often than not, is couples actually get kind of a second honeymoon. I've had many couples come to me after working through their issues and they're like, wow, you know, we're having sex so much often, we're dreaming about the future, we're not fighting as much as we used to, we enjoy each other's company. Because a lot of times when unfaithfulness is happening in a relationship, it's happening because the relationship isn't good. It's not a healthy relationship. And what I mean by that is, part of why you marry somebody or form a long-term commitment with somebody is because they meet your needs. You feel satisfied. You feel from them something that you don't get from anybody else. And somewhere along the way, that went away. That got lost. Maybe kids, maybe career, maybe hurt, maybe family, living separately, military deployment. It could be a whole host of things. But at some point along the way, what you had at the beginning started to dwindle, and the relationship became, it's kind of like when you go out into the snow and it's cold, and after a while though, you forget that it's cold. You don't realize that it's cold anymore until you come back inside and you feel that warmth and you feel that, you know, joy, and then you look back outside and you're like, oh, I don't want to go back out into that, because that sucks. Your marriage sucks. So what I tell people is, whether or not they separate, whether or not they get a divorce, their marriage is over. Their relationship is over. Now you get to have their marriage 2.0. You get to do things right. The affair or the infidelity or the unfaithfulness, whatever that may have looked like, didn't happen in a vacuum. There were reasons for it, and they hurt and they suck, but if you can deal with those reasons and you can change and you can adjust, and both people are willing to do this, oh my goodness, it becomes the marriage that it was always supposed to be. And it is so cool to see it happen. So if you are just struggling today, if that's where you're at, please don't give up hope. Better times lie ahead, but you've got to work at it. You've got to put in the effort. But if you do, it gets better. Another thing that can happen after an affair or after an unfaithfulness is you become better as a person. Now, that doesn't always necessarily mean that your partner benefits from that. It could be that the next person that comes along gets somebody who's maybe a little less critical, somebody who's a little bit more forgiving, somebody who understands their weaknesses and understands what could trip them up and is working towards making sure that doesn't happen again. I mean, it guarantees you that if you put in the work, you know, you are going to benefit. Whether or not that means in this relationship or the next one, but you are going to benefit. You got to remember, life is about overcoming hardship and becoming better. I mean, look at it from the very beginning when, you know, you're an infant and you have to fall down, then you have to get up. You learn to crawl, then you learn to walk, then you learn to run, then you learn math, and math is hard, and you learn all these other subjects and they're hard. But as you grow and you become a stronger individual, now all of a sudden you're having jobs, and sometimes those jobs are hard, but they teach you things, and you're getting your heart broken, but that teaches you things. And this is just the next step. This isn't the end. This is just the next step. And if you handle it well and you grow as an individual, things will get better at some point. So I wanted to leave you guys with that word of encouragement. Keep pushing in, keep loving your partner if it's a healthy relationship still. Keep loving yourself. No matter what, love yourself and be good to yourself, because that's the only person you can control. And I will see you guys in the next video. All right? Bye.